The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While the crowd was pressing in on James and listening to the word of God, while the crowd was pressing in on Jesus and listening to the word of God, he was standing by the lake of Gennesareth. He saw two boats there alongside the lake. The fishermen had disembarked and were washing their nets. Getting into one of the boats, the one belonging to Simon, he asked him to put out a short distance from the shore. Then he sat down and taught the crowds from the boat. After he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into the deep water and lower your nets for a catch." Simon said and replied, "Master, we have worked hard all night and have caught nothing. But at your command I will lower the nets." When they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their nets were tearing. They signaled to their partners in the other boat to come to help them. They came and filled both boats, so that the boats were in danger of sinking. When Simon Peter saw this, he fell at the feet of Jesus and said, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." For astonishment at the catch of fish that he had made seized him and all those with him, and likewise James and John, the sons of Zebedee, who were partners of Simon. Jesus said to Simon, "Do not be afraid. From now on you will be catching men." When they brought their boats to the shore, they left everything and followed him. The Gospel of the Lord. A young mother in Nashville, Tennessee, gave birth to a little girl prematurely, and very shortly she contracted pneumonia, to be followed by scarlet fever, to be followed by polio. The last, of course, left her with a damaged leg and the foot turned inward. At 5, she had to wear braces to get around while she watched her friends running and hopping all over the schoolyard. But at the age of 11, she decided she was going to try and walk without the braces. So in order to protect herself from her parents, she instructed her little sister to stand at the door while she tried to walk. She went for a checkup to the doctor, and she felt guilty, and so she had to admit to him what she was doing. And he was flabbergasted. But he didn't stop her. He told her to do it, but just from time to time. When she was 16, she qualified for the Olympics. And at the Olympics in 1956 in Melbourne, Australia, she was one of 4 young women who won the 400 relay race. And then 4 years later, in Rome, the Olympics of Rome, she was the first American woman to win 3 gold medals. When she returned, there was a ticker tape reception for her, and she was received at the White House by President Kennedy. 2 things contributed to her extraordinary achievement: prayer and a thing called perseverance. Perseverance. Very few things are accomplished in life without perseverance. In fact, the genius behind McDonald's, Ray Kroc, said this once about perseverance: "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful individuals with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not do it. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination are omnipotent. That's how high Ray Kroc rates persistence. Tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday, I'm sure you know that. And I noticed that there are two very qualified quarterbacks. Manning, what's the other man's name? Cap. And for years, both of these men have been throwing the football to receivers. Time and time again, every day for hours and hours. And now they have reached the pinnacle of their football years. Perseverance, perseverance. It applies to everything in life. And that was the critical issue in the gospel this evening too. Peter and his friends were fishing all night. Now, if you're going to fish all night, I can assure you, you have thrown that net into the water many times, maybe 30 times, or 40, and unsuccessful. But then Jesus enters the situation, and we notice that after he entered the situation, things changed. They had enormous success, which proves, of course, not only is persistence important, but also prayer. Both of these combinations will make any person successful. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. It's hard to believe that Lent is here already. And Lent, of course, is a very important season for Christians. By the way, the three prominent religions in the world are Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. And all of these religions come from one source, our father Abraham. And these three religions have three things in common: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Our Jewish brothers and sisters have the Day of Atonement. Our Muslim brothers and sisters have Ramadan, and Christians have Lent. On Wednesday, ashes will be placed on our foreheads. Ashes is a sign. What is a sign? You're driving down University and you come to a red light. That's a sign. What is it a sign of? It's a sign of danger. It switches to green, that's another sign, a sign of safety. You're walking down Madison Avenue in New York and you see the towers of St. Patrick's Cathedral reaching up into the air. They are signs. They are the signs of the presence of God in the world. And so ashes is a sign. It's a sign that for the next 6 weeks, we will be trying to become better persons, better Christians. And to do that will require both prayer and perseverance. Perseverance to carry out whatever we want to do during the holy season of Lent, so that at the end of Lent, we can truly say to our God, we have become better persons and better Christians.